Hey there, it's Enderverse. Today we'll be looking at the data packs of the month. Most of these data packs didn't actually release during the month of March, but they were updated or got very popular during that period. Now without any further ado, let's dive into the video. Usually I stay away from any gun data pack due to the incredible low quality they often have, but with the Colourful Calibers this isn't really the case. This data pack offers actual 3D guns. These firearms will range from small sidearms to swift automatic guns, shotguns, and even things like flag grenades and RPGs. The data pack also offers a different GUI, as you will be able to track your kills along with checking your bullets. As much as I love this data pack, there are some flaws that I wish the author could fix. One is the fact that you fire with the right click button, and when using a short-ranged weapon on a map such as a villager, you will accidentally open its menu. Second problem is also keybind related, as you will have to sneak in order to take aim. I believe it would have been better if the aiming was triggered by right-clicking instead. But overall, this is, in my opinion, the greatest gun data pack in history, and with some polishing it might very well reach the level of an actual mod such as timeless and classics guns, but we have a long way before that happens. With the MagikCraft data pack, you are allowed to create special types of enderpearls. Those are not necessarily for defense or quickly fleeing the area. They will instead help in performing a wide range of magical spells, including fire charges, summoning sand, water, and a few more spells that you would definitely want to try. Tectonic has been exploding in popularity recently, and that's due to how much it complements the Distant Horizons 2.0. This data pack is specialized not in overhauling the content of the biomes, but instead in adding expansiveness to the terrain. Many things in the vanilla game will be much bigger and will contain a lot of details, some of which included mountains, rivers, plains, and much more. As you may have seen throughout the clips, I've been using a ridiculously high render distance to shoot the scenes, and that's because in order to truly appreciate the land masses provided by the pack, you will have to be able to see very far away in the distance. I would not recommend using anything below 32 render distance when running this pack, and you could also experiment with the new beta version of Distant Horizons and see if that's good enough for you. That will give you incredible performance relative to how far you'll be able to see. This data pack adds one thing to Minecraft, that being Fireflies. Those insects will only appear at nighttime, and they will help in adding life to the flowery and swampy biomes in Minecraft. Cater structures will add 4 exclusive villages to Minecraft, first being the Cherry Grove village. The author here went with a traditional Japanese style of building, which complements the Cherry Grove biome very well. The jungle biome also has a village variant, and it's my favorite so far. Here you will notice the addition of a big tree in the middle, and the houses will be made out of bamboo instead of the jungle oak variants. The swamp villages are quite exotic, and they will be built off of things like mud and dirt, but it definitely fits the style of this biome. Finally, there are ocean villages now. They are presented to us in the form of a floating building. There is no specific type of wood assigned to the buildings, and they will just be random. Also, all of the villages here are fishermen, which makes sense. Artemis Outposts adds 3 new variants for the Pillager Outpost, one of which I couldn't find sadly. The new designs are quite captivating, but when going inside I noticed that there are simply no pillagers in the outposts. I hope the author fixes this bug, and I genuinely love the medieval style of the buildings here. Crossbow Cartridges allows you to shoot new types of ammunition. With the data pack you can shoot things like fish, TNT, and torches. The flinked item will be affected by the enchantments of your crossbow. Those will prove especially useful when shooting something like a TNT. Arboria is a vanilla-friendly data pack, adding new shapes to the trees on almost all of the biomes. The data pack also decorates the plains with things like boulders, lakes, and fallen logs. When installing the data pack, it is recommended that you have something like Tree Chop data pack installed, so you can take down these towering trees easily and more effectively. The name of this data pack explains itself, as you will have to go on your way and explore the cherry grooves for this fine sword over here. The sword itself isn't anything groundbreaking, but it feels quite heroic to pull it from the stone and take it as your own. Particle Expansion is one of my favorite minimalistic data packs, as it will only enhance the vanilla particles and sometimes even add new ones. This is a seamless and fun data pack to have around, and it doesn't require the addition of a resource pack, which is the case for many packs on our list. Kaths Heat&Cold will faintly imitate the tough as nails mod. In cold biomes you will freeze to death. And in the desert you can die of dehydration, but you can combat either by removing clothes and drinking some water on the hot biomes, along with putting some leather clothes on and making some tea on the cold biomes. The data pack also allows you to turn rotten flesh into leather by draining it using this new item. Warfare Expanded adds this new bench that will help you manufacture weaker and stronger versions of the vanilla weapons. These new weapons can be expensive at times, but they're worth every diamond. Better Armor Stands will first add arms to the armor stand. With a book and quilt you can write pause, then point your mouse at any part of the armor. Following this you can just direct it to any angle. You could even shift the whole thing by aiming at the base, and also write base to simply eliminate the base of the armor. Wonderous Sky World will introduce a new type of wall gen. There are new types of structures added, like this airship, and some existing structures from the vanilla game are also spawning here. This is a rather hard but fascinating terrain generation data pack, as you'll have to worry about falling in the void and dying, but you also get to discover your adventurous side along with observing the beauty of this place. Villager transportation allows you to kidnap these mobs and travel with them in large distances. You can do so by approaching them with a camel or a llama. I personally prefer the llama when it comes to importing large quantities of villagers. The Remastered Vanilla will overhaul some of the structures in the vanilla Minecraft. This is a one-for-all data pack, but there is also the possibility of downloading each one of these structures individually. Browse the author's profile if this is what you want. After turning a villager into a master, it will start selling you hats. These hats can be worn simply for the look of it. It will not provide you with any special discounts or benefits, but it looks good, so why not? Cavernous is a unique data pack specialized in caves. Some vanilla biomes and structures have been overhauled, and completely new biomes can also be spotted. The data pack will even go as far as adding villages beneath the caves. This data pack perfectly fits a vanilla plus style of playing, since it doesn't include any new blocks or mobs. The jockeys in the vanilla game are quite rare. This data pack changes that, as you will start to commonly see new types of jockeys walking around. These new jockeys will spawn in both the overworld and the nether too. Apple Trees data pack adds the chance of an oak tree to spawn with some apples on it. You can right click the apples to pick them up, and the new apple trees look very good in general. Thanks for watching. I promise to continue this series of videos each and every month, so if you are interested in data packs or in mods in general, subscribing will do us both a favor. See ya in the next one, my friend.